Join my free 5-day meditation series by clicking the link in the description, and I'll send it right over along with some new information about my online shala coming up named Woven. And enjoy this next class. Just a short movement class here to get some spaciousness in the body. And I was listening to this, I love Rising Appalachia. I was listening to this song. It's called Find Your Way. And there's one lyric that says, whether you stumble or stand graceful, you'll find your way. I just think it's so beautiful. And yeah, things have felt shaky the last little while. And it's important to remember that, you know, we calibrate to the life that's here. That's the hope, is that we're not always holding to what we think it should be like, but that we're flexible and spacious enough to meet the life that's here. And it doesn't necessarily always need to be graceful. It can be a little fumbly, that, you know, we calibrate and we do find our way. I'll pop that song in the description as well. So let's begin standing. And spread your feet wide and just sway side to side. And really feel the weight pouring on one side and then the other. And then push into that foot so that it pours into the other side. And then push into that foot so you push to the other side, and you'll kind of find a rhythm here. And the movement occurs whenever you push down, and that gives the impetus for the lift. You just sway side to side. And begin to lift the opposite foot. So one foot is tethered and the other foot begins to come up a little bit, and let yourself be knocked off balance. And then slowly land that foot and then come to the other side. So a couple times on each side. Just to feel contrast between, the shake, the quiver, and sturdy. And we'll likely all do a bit of both in life. And there's many ways to be in a body, many ways to be in a life. So get wide enough to welcome it all. Once more each side. Maybe the arms get really wide. Maybe close one eye than the other. You're not winning if you don't fall over. All right, and then shake that out. All right. Inhale. Bend the knees just slightly and then push down through the feet to lift up. The backs of the hands can touch, and let's wave it down. So roll the hands down. Yes. Bend the knees and wave the spine up. Roll the spine up. Turn the palms out. Let them go up and wide, and then backs of the hands touch. Bend the knees, pour out. Twice more like that. Roll up slowly. Palms turn out. You kind of lean back into the shoulders as the arms lift up. Backs of the hands touch, roll down. One more time like this. Just getting some movement, some fluid in the spine. And then pour it out. Let's walk back, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, and really pedal out. Bend the knees, wag the tail like you're a kitty cat trying to find that perfect spot in the sun. You're going to pick up the feet, pick up the hands, lay them back down. All right. Put the weight into the right foot, and then push down so much the left toes begin to lift, and they lift, up, 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 up. Bend the knee, open the hip, get really wide here. And let's take the right arm really wide onto the fingertips. Yeah, so you're kind of like in this spider monkey. I don't know if it looks like that, but it feels like that. Yeah. And then left foot comes down. Right hand comes back. And let's do that on the other side. Right leg lifts. Spread the toes. And then bend the knee, open the hip. Let the left fingertips get really wide as you press more into the right hand. And just feel what's here. And then slowly release back down. Let's ripple forward. So lift the heels, chin to the chest. Wave the back of the heart forward. Soft bend in the knees as you ripple the spine back. Twice more like that. You're just finding your rhythm here. Once more. All right. Weight into the right foot again. Left leg comes up, up, up. Right hand goes wide. Bend the knee, open the hip. Now, listen, we're going to take the left knee and wave it underneath the torso and kick it out to the side. So the back heel will come up and pivot down, and you'll take a seat. So you'll kick out to the side, yeah? Open up. Right hand behind the head. Press the head back into the hand and then curl down like you're reaching around a beach ball. Lift back up. Twice more like this, and kind of scoop the belly in and really reach around that beach ball. Inhale, lift. Once more. All right, right hand goes back into like downward dog area. And then pull the left leg back and you'll pivot on the back foot. Yeah? And then stack left foot on top of the right foot. Bend both knees and put both soles of the feet onto the ground, and you'll be in this kind of crouching side plank. The left fingertips can stay on the ground and you can just kind of bounce and pounce here. Or maybe the left arm comes up. Really get the feet on the floor, and the more you bring arches than the spine, you'll have more space to play. And then downward facing dog. So just pivot on the feet, heels go high, downward dog. Let's take one ripple forward. And one ripple back. Weight into the left foot, right toes lift up, up, up. Left hand goes wide. Bend right leg, open the hip, and then slowly bring the knee all the way underneath, and then kick it out. The left heel will come down, and you'll take a seat. Left hand behind the head. Push the head back into the hand, and then round over that invisible beach ball. Again, in. And out. Really elongated breath. Inhale. And exhale. Left hand goes back. And you're going to pull the right leg out, stack the feet into a side plank, but the knees are bent. Maybe the right fingertips are still on the ground, and you're just exploring how much foundation you can find with the feet. Accentuate the arches in the spine, and maybe right arm lifts. And downward facing dog. Let's wave it forward. And exhale, wave it back, downward dog. Walk the hands to the feet. Let's roll up like we did earlier. Slowly roll up, bend the knees, push through the feet. Shoulders roll back, palms go out. Lift up, backs of the hands touch and then fold forward. And reach back out, downward facing dog. Full round of breath here. All right. Right foot presses down, left leg lifts up, up, up. We'll add on here, the right fingertips go wide. Bend the knee. And this time we're going to swoop all the way through and underneath, and we're going to kick, but we're not going to come all the way down. So right foot comes on the ground. You're just going to push out and then come all the way back up. Stack the feet and then turn, pivot into this crouching side plank. A little bit different this time. You're going to push into the right foot, and the left toes can kind of slide up the right leg into a tree pose or any variation. Yeah. And then gaze towards the top of the mat. And you're going to take a big step up, and maybe the left hand comes down first, but a big step up with the left foot. Yeah, right hand goes wide, left arm goes long. Inhale, push through the left foot, lift the left arm up, and then exhale, you can reach forward. And you'll find your way, and you'll have like a little bit of an opening and then a pouring forward. So it's kind of like this lizard pulse. Let there be a ripple of the spine. And then slowly move into wide leg forward fold. Bend the knees, wag the tail. Find arches lifted as the outsides of the feet press down, down, down.
And then slowly roll up. Much slower than we were doing earlier. Let the arms be heavy. Slowly roll up. Push down through the feet.
Backs of the hands touch and lift. And then pour out. Get really low with the knees.
Yes.
And then turn towards the front foot. Back knee can come down slowly and then push through the feet and the back knee just to lift the arms up. Cactus them. One time. Hands go down. Downward facing dog. Let's ripple out the spine. Inhale, wave forward. And exhale, wave it back. And let's switch sides. Left foot pushes down into the earth as the right leg lifts. Spin the knee, open the hip. So this is quite a pivoty little thing. And we'll all come up with a different variation and you'll find your own rhythm here. Slowly the right leg comes underneath. Pivot on the back heel and kick. Hips go down to the heels. And then left hand plants. Stack the feet. Side plank. Find both feet on the ground for a moment. Really push into the left hand. The arms are stacked, not stacked. And then the right leg can kind of swoop up into a bit of a tree pose. And then gaze towards the top of the mat. Really reach your hand and take a big step up. Yeah. Keep reaching through the right hand. Left hand can go wide. And then open. Lengthen the leg. Exhale, pour in. Inhale, open. And exhale, pour in. Twice more. One more, begin. And walk your way. This time into a goddess pose. So the toes can go out, the heels can go in, lift the arches. And then slowly roll up again. Let the arms be heavy. This time let the hands come onto the knees. Whew, sink the hips low. Bend the elbows. And then dip shoulder to shoulder. Move with your breath. Inhale waves you center and exhale pours you to the side. And then come to center, push through the feet, lift the arms, backs of the hands touch. And then sink forward, pour down. And pivot towards the front of the mat. Downward facing dog. Wag the tail. Steady breath. All right, weight into the right foot, left leg lifts up, up, up. Little bit different. Right hand goes wide. And then swoop underneath and kick the leg out very slowly. And then wave it back up. Take the stacked side plank, stacked side plank. And a big step up with the left foot. So you can slide that leg up, let it be really slow and dramatic, and then reach it to the top of the mat. A little bit different. The left arm is going to keep reaching forward and lift the right leg up into a half moon. Right hand can stay down or it can lift up. Any variation. And you'll definitely notice the wobbles here. And maybe you fumble or maybe you take this gracefully, but you will find your way. Steady, steady. And then slowly release down and let the right foot meet the left at the top of the mat. Push down through the feet, bend the knees, roll up. The torso be heavy, palms turn out and lift. And then give it up. Roll down, downward facing dog. Lift the heels, ripple forward.
And bend the knees or ripple back. Let's do the other side. Right leg lifts. Left hand goes wide. And you swoop underneath. Little grasshopper pose. Kick through. And then pull it back into the chest as you swivel the feet. Side plank. Bring the hips to the heels. And then kind of pounce up. Really push through that inner foot. Take a big step up to the top of the mat. Let that be a really slow turn. The right hand continues to reach, finds earth. And then one more pivot into half moon. Really invite that quiver. It's calibration. It's the body finding itself in all the many, many ways in which the body ways and situations in which the body finds itself in. One more big inhale. Slowly release. Left foot finds earth. Both feet on the earth. Bend the knees. Push into the earth so that you can rise up. And this time roll the shoulders back and find some pulse, some shake in the body. You can push some breath out. Let the inhale be natural. And then push the breath out. And then just like we began, swaying side to side. Maybe one of the legs comes up as the other one roots down. Or maybe not, but playing with shifting of the weight, of pouring of the weight. Finding a little bit out of balance and then finding sturdy. One not better than the other, just a different method of traveling. And let's find both feet on the earth. Maybe hands at a little triangle on the low belly or at the heart. Let's take 3 internal ohms. Big inhale. Feel that vibration in your vessel, and you can continue on whenever you're ready. Inhale. And not just noticing the sound, but noticing the sensation and the feeling of this instrument that is you. Once more. And then feel the echo of that. And release the hands and shake the body. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sometimes it can be short and sweet, and whether this felt fluid or it felt a little bit shaky, it's good to move and breathe this body, this vessel of ours, and I hope and encourage you to, always create your own pathway with it. These are definitely just suggestions. I hope that you found this of benefit. Thanks.